Used a whole lot in the fall, but they are half, three-quarters full, I'd say, tonight. The bleachers across the way are absolutely packed. We're ready to go with our first serve. The Cardinals won the toss. They serve over, and a serve that's taken by Peyton Halverson is going to be put back across by the Bearcats. Cardinals now will set up Dinius, and her first spike is going to be just wide and out of bounds, as that's going to give a point here to the Bearcats, and they'll lead here 1-0. Each set goes tonight to 25. Got to win by 2. If we would go to a fifth set, and we may tonight, we'll see, that would go to 15. Stephanie Miller now to serve here for the Bearcats. And the serve across is taken by Ellingson. Back set right side for the Cardinals to Julia Curtis. That's partially blocked and handled by Miller in the back row. And they set up now Gabby Miller. Her spike is dug out by Langdon Munich. Cardinals set up left side. They set up Worley. Worley gets a save, a great dig that time by Quillbank for the back row. Cardinals now will tip a shot over. And that is going to be saved by Steph Miller. Pushed back across by Hushley. Cardinals now will try it. Hill a back set right side to Curtis. And Curtis with the spike blocked by Gabby Miller. It ends up right at the net. And it's going to end up going in on the Cardinals side. It'll be another point for North Star. And it'll lead now 2-0. They'll continue serving. Here is Stephanie Miller. Miller the serve over. That's taken by Ellington. To Hill over left side. Dinius. And Dinius with the tip shot. It's going to be wide and out of bounds. Couple of unforced errors early on the Cardinals have helped the Bearcats to a 3-0 lead. And a serve across again by Miller is taken by the Cardinals. They set up Dinius. She'll hammer one this time. It's partially blocked and saved by Quillbank. Put over on a 3-ball by Faith Crum for the Bearcats. Cardinals now. Hill sets up Curtis, and Curtis with a spike blocked to the net, but tipped right back across by Hart for the back row. Now Miller tries a tip shot. It's going to be a lift call against Curtis. It's 4-0 Bearcats here in set number 1. And Steph Miller will continue on serving here for North Star. Miller with another serve that's taken by Ellington to Hill. Left side they set up Dinius. She'll hammer one, and that's in for a kill for the Cardinals. And Langdon Munich will finally get their first point, and they will trail by 3. It's back to serve now. The Cardinals will serve for the second time tonight with, indeed, Julia Curtis ready to do that. Curtis the serve over, taken by Halverson in the back row. Is now right side, it's Gabby Miller. She'll spike one into the net. Point Cardinals, it's 4-2. Langdon Munich back to within 2 points. As Curtis, they serve over, taken by Halverson. To Crum, they'll set up Hushley, and Hushley the spike partially blocked. Taken by Hill. Now Courtney Cook is in the match. Sets up Dinius, and Dinius with the spike blocked by Miller and Hushley. As now the Bearcats will set up Gabby Miller for a tip shot that's saved by Cook. And Cook will tip it back across here for the Cardinals. Bearcats will set up left side Hushley, and Hushley with the spike that's just long and out. And that's going to make it 4-3. The Cardinals to within 1. They'll serve once again to Julia Curtis. Curtis has served a couple of points in a row now. Curtis with a good serve, taken by Quillbank. Bearcats, a lift is going to be called actually on the set by Faith Crum. And that is going to tie it up at 4. So after 4 points for the Bearcats, now 4 points for the Cardinals. And Langdon Munich will serve again to Julia Curtis. And a serve down the left side is taken by Miller in the back. To Halverson, they set up a push shot in the back row for Quillbank. She'll get it across. Cardinals now Hill sets up Dinius. She'll get a spike that's blocked by Gabby Miller. As Hill, the spike right side to Cook, and Cook with the spike. Taken by Quillbank. To Crum, now Miller, and Miller the spike. Looked like it was going to long it out, but Hart didn't want to take a chance. She bumps it up, and they get it back across to the Cardinals. Miller will push it right back over to Hart. As Langdon Munich now sets up Worley. Her spike partially blocked by Steph Miller and Gabby Miller. Pushed back over by the Bearcats. Cardinals will set up right side Cook, and Cook with a spike. It's going to be blocked, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Blocked by Hushley. Made a nice defensive play, but it did just go out. And the Cardinals will take their first lead. They're scored 5 in a row to lead 5-4. Curtis again to serve. This one's going to be long and out of bounds. Missed serve by the Cardinals will tie it at 5. And now Macy Quillbank, the 6'5 junior, will go with it to the front row here for the Cardinals. And into serve will be the libero for the Bearcats, Taylor Crum. Quillbank, of course, came it up for North Star, the front row. Excuse me there. As a spike by Dinius off the serve is going to be blocked. Now spike right side is going to be blocked right side by Hushley, but it ends up on the Bearcat side. They'll set up Quillbank. She'll hammer one, and it's in for her first kill of the match. And North Star will get their first lead now at 6-5. And Taylor and Faith Crum twins out here playing tonight, and they serve across by Taylor is dug out, and now a spike over right side is going to be put across by Dinius. Bearcats are going to set up Quilvang. Macy, another big spike, and this is going to be just in on the sideline. And a kill for Quilvang. 2 in a row for her now. Makes it 7-5 Bearcats. And the ball goes all the way out towards one of the locker rooms here, I think. They have to chase that down, and doing so is Maddie Hart. So the Bearcats will serve again now with Taylor Crum. Taylor, good serve over. Taken by Ellington deep in the back row. Now to Worley. They set up Hart for a back row spike, and it's in for a kill off of the block attempt by Quilvang. And that'll make it 7-6. Cardinals back to within 1. As Worley now serving for the first time. The sophomore here for the Cardinals. Serve down the right side is going to be just wide and out. Well, the match such as this, missed serves are going to be pretty hurtful. Here's the Cardinals have missed 2 now, and it's 8-6. Bearcats lead by 2. And they'll serve with the excellent server, Kristen Murchie, a 5'7" senior. And the serve over is going to be taken by Hart. Now to Hill. They set up left side. They're going to set up quick, and she'll get a spike. That's going to be almost bumped out of bounds. And trying to save it is Crum, and she does. Great save by Faith Crum to keep it alive. Cardinals down for the back row. They'll answer back, indeed, with Worley, and that is going to be almost saved, and that's going to go out. It's a kill for Jordan Worley, and it's 8-7. Cardinals within 1. And now Jocelyn Dinius to serve here for Langdon Munich. Dinius with the serve left side, and that's just in on the sideline. Murchie thought that was going to go out. I tell you, from where we were sitting, we thought that might go out too, but it just hooked in enough to make it tied at 8 off the first ace of the night for the Cardinals, or for either team. Dinius will try it again. This is going to go way long and out of bounds. The Cardinals have missed 3 of their last 4 serves, and it's 9-8 now. The Bearcats leading by 1, and they'll serve indeed with Faith Crum to setter. Faith and serve across. It's dug out nicely by Ellington. Back set over right side to Cook, and Cook with a spike bumps out of bounds. Courtney Cook with the kill, and that'll tie it at 9 as Sydney Ellington out of serve. Hardis comes in for Cook and plays the front row, and now Maddie Hart the front row here for Langdon Munich. So Ellington a good serve over, bump 2 into the net, and it's going to be an ace. An ace for Ellington, and it'll make it 10-9 Cardinals. And each team gets 2 timeouts per set of the match. Neither's used one yet. Ellington with a good serve, but it's going to be across the net, but it's going to be way long and out of bounds. And it's tied at 10. Macy Quilvang now back to serve for the first time. 6 unforced errors against the Cardinals here in set 1. And a serve over by Quilvang is bumped up by Ellington and tipped over by Hill, and Rachel Hill with the kill. Rachel Hill will make it 11-10 Cardinals. Allie Welsh will come in to serve now. Again, she had 4 aces in the Cardinals' last match back on Thursday against Rolla Wolford. And she is going to have a go out the side of her hand, and that's in the net. Again, that's 7 unforced errors, and most of them missed serves tonight against the Cardinals. Tied at 11 here in set 1. As Murchie will come out, coming in to serve will be Peyton Halverson for North Star. 5 missed serves on the Cardinals. That'll be the Bearcats with those 11 points here. Tied at 11. Halverson a good serve over. Peyton gets that across as that's going to be taken by Dinius. Now to Hill for the Cardinals. Left side Worley, and she sets and tries a cross-court spike dug out by Halverson. They'll set up Hunchley. Hunchley in the spike. I'm not sure if that's blocked or is into the net. It's going to be a point Cardinals either way. I think they're going to say that was spiked into the net. Cardinals will lead here 12-11. Jump serve now coming up for Maddie Hart, and a serve taken by Halverson. The back row, back set, I should say, comes to Miller. That's going to be dug out by Hill as now Cardis sets up Dinius. Dinius with a spike dug out nicely by Quilvang. Put over in a 3-ball by Gabby Miller for the Bearcats. Here's Hill, left side, setting up Worley, and Worley with a spike just in on the end line. And the Cardinals will have a 2-point lead at 13-11. And they indeed now will serve with Maddie Hart once again. Serving deep from the back wall, and the serve across is going to go deep, and that's taken by Halverson just before the end line. They set up Quilvang for a back row spike. That's dug out by Hart. Now the Cardinals set up Dinius. She'll pound another one. It's in for another kill. 14-11 Cardinals. Yeah, Maddie Hart to serve once again. Hart served 13 straight points for Langdon Munich last Thursday against Lakota Edmore. And a serve across here is good. I should say that was a match before against Rollout Wolford. Pardon us. Gabby Miller will return it on a 3-ball here for the Bearcats. Cardinals back set right side comes to Cardis, and that's partially blocked by Hushley. Saved by Miller, and now Gabby to Steph Miller, whose spike is dug out by Hill. Cardinals will try to get a spike over and just get into the set. There's Ellington finally tips it over, and tipping it back out will be Stephanie Miller for the Bearcats. So the Cardinals on a 5-point run here, and they lead by 4, 15-11. Hart again the serve, and it's a good one. It's taken by Halverson. Way in the back again as Gabby Miller gets it to Hushley, and Hushley's going to tip it wide of the antenna. There's an antenna on each side of the net. If it goes wide of that, it is counted out. And the Cardinals lead 16-11. That's 6 unforced now against the Bearcats. Hart again to serve. This one's going to be long and out of bounds. So 16-12. Bearcats get a much-needed point back with the North Star side of things, and now Stephanie Miller will serve. Miller, the serve across, taken by Ellington. And a running spike set up here for Denius. That's dug out in the back row by Halverson. They set up Hushley to the Bearcats, and Kelly Joe's spike is dug out by Ellington. Now the Cardinals back with Worley. Spikes it off the net. Gabby Miller runs into Steph Miller, but they do get the ball back across. Cardinals now they'll set up Denius. Denius with a spike that is going to be a net violation by Gabby Miller trying to block the shot. It's going to be a point for the Cardinals. They lead 17-12. Ellington will come out. Cook will come in now for Langdon Munich as Julia Cardis will serve. Cardis with a serve across. Bumped by Halverson over to Gabby Miller. And now to Hushley, who gets it over on a 3-ball. Cardinals now will set up left side. They'll set up Worley. Cross-court spike in for a kill. And it's 18-12 Cardinals, and the Bearcats want a timeout. Region 4 matchup here between North Star and Langdon Munich.
The Green Service Special for your tractor or combine at great savings. Schedule an appointment today before you put your equipment away, and they'll make any necessary repairs using quality parts and John Deere. Sign up today and get a no payment, no interest waiver till July 1st, 2016 to approved farm plan preferred customers, or take advantage of cash discounts plus free trucking during the special is signed up by November 20th. Call Langdon Implement, Roy Implement, or Cavalry Equipment to set up a Go Ether Green Service checkup today.
Folks, coming out of the timeout, Julia Cardis just got an ace down the left side and then misses a serve right after that. So you haven't missed much. A point each way. Makes it 19-13. Langdon Munich leading by 6 and serving now to the Bearcats. Taylor Crum coming in to serve. Cardinals answer that, and they spike right side, and a cross-court spike is going to be actually a net violation against Kelly Hushley. Trying to block the shot of Worley, I believe, or Denius on the right side. Anyway, it's a point for the Cardinals and an unforced error. Both teams probably an unusual high number of unforced errors here in set 1. Worley now to serve. And Worley to serve across. That's taken by Steph Miller. They'll set up Quilvang. And Macy, the spike left side blocked. And it's blocked by Rachel Hill. As Rachel Hill, the setter for the Cardinals, will get the block on Macy Quilvang and makes it 21-13. And a serve right side is going to be taken by Worley. And a pushback across here by Hushley. Cardinals now. Hill going to set up left side. Cook, and Cook with a spike down the left sideline, just wide and out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Bearcats, and they'll come up to within 21-14. Back to within 7 is in to serve now is Kristen Murchie, one of 4 seniors on this Bearcat team. And the serve down the left side is going to be taken by Hart. Now they set up Cook, and that's going to be spiked way long and out. Another point for the Bearcats. They'll pull within 6 here, 21-15. And Murchie again to serve. And Murchie to serve across. Handled nicely by Hart. Hill now sets up right side Denius. And Denius with the spike partially blocked. But it's going to be taken back by the Cardinals. Hill now with a spike. And a net violation is going to be called on Quilvang. Wow, that's like the 3rd or 4th net violation here in this first set of the Bearcats. And the Cardinals lead by 7 at 22-15. Denius again to serve. And a serve, a good one. That's going to be bumped out of bounds. It's an ace. And that'll make it 23-15 Cardinals. Denius again to serve. And a serve into the net. And another missed serve of the Cardinals to make it 23-16. Bearcats within 7. And that is the 12th unforced error, I believe, if I heard Mr. Tronstad say that right here against the Cardinals. Serve across taken by Langdon Munich, put over in a 3-ball by Cook. Now an opportunity for the Bearcats. They're going to set up Quilvang. Macy gets it, spiked down in for a kill. Make it 23-17. And serving again now will be Faith Crum, a 5'4 senior here for the Bearcats. And a serve over is going to be handled by Worley. Now to Hill. A set left side for Hart, and it's off the block, in for a kill. Miller and Quellbank both trying for the block, but it's in for a kill, and it's set point Cardinals here in set one. And serving for it, coming on to do that is Sidney Ellingson, the left-hander. The serve is a good one, taken by Stephanie Miller. Now to Crum. Back set comes to Quellbank, and Macy will just push one across. That's taken by Ellingson. Now they set up Cardis. She'll push one across. It's taken by Faith Crum. As the Bearcats will set up Quellbank, and Macy will get a big spike and a kill. 24-18. And Macy Quellbank now will go back to serve here for North Star. Gabby Miller comes in to play the front row for the Bearcats. As Taylor Crum, will sit down. Serve over by Quellbank. Bunts out of bounds, and it's an ace for Quellbank to make it 24-19 Bearcats. It's still set point Cardinals, but the Bearcats have saved 2 set points here in the last few moments. Quellbank again, a serve over, and that's going to be again taken by the Cardinals. Tipped over by Hill. She tips it into the net. Unforced error on Langdon, and that's 3 set points saved by the Bearcats. So the Cardinals want a quick timeout. We'll take one, too.
Stop by the office at 405 8th Avenue or call 256-2166 or toll free at 800-726-1896. Go Cards and the T.R. White Insurance Agency in Langdon. Insurance underwritten by the Motor Club Insurance Association.
All right, folks, after the Cardinals just returned to serve. Cardinals just returned to serve by Quellbank. Gabby Miller with a spike that's wide. And the Cardinals will win set.
Equipment on the market. Now through December, get rock-bottom pricing on select new sunflower tillage units at Butler Machinery. From 3-section discs to chisel discs and land finishers, they'll take on any tough tillage job in the most challenging conditions. Contact your local Butler Machinery store now to get rock-bottom pricing on select new sunflower tillage units. Visit butlermachinery.com today.
Good luck to the teams and coaches in today's game from your fans at Northland Insurance of Munich. Northland Insurance is a provider of multi-peril and crop hail insurance. You can count on them for quality, affordable coverage and fast, fair claim service. As you prepare for the upcoming season, let the staff of Northland Insurance help you with all your multi-peril and crop hail insurance. Call 682-5326, 682-5326 for the Munich office. Northland Insurance is a proud supporter of area athletics.
Okay, off and running, we are into set number 2. It's 2-1 North Star. Here's the begin set number 2 here as the Bearcats will try a spike over Marshall and a rally going between the Cardinals and North Star. As Langdon Munich will get a running spike back for Dinius. It's dug up by the Bearcats. Will set up Quellbank and Macy with a spike and a kill. And Langdon Munich won the first set 25-20, but now the Bearcats leader in set 2, 3-1. There's 24 unforced errors against the two teams combined in set 1, 13 by the Cardinals, including 8 missed serves, and 11 for North Star. As a bump too far over the net off the serve of the Bearcats, but the Bearcats can only tip it back over, so the Cardinals will spike with Dinius. Bearcats handle that. They'll set up Quellbank. Macy the spike. Nicely dug out by Rachel Hill. Pushed back across by Hart. As the Bearcats will set up Quellbank again, she'll hammer another one off the block of Worley in for a kill. That'll make it 4-1 North Star. And back to serve now is going to be actually continuing on service Taylor Crum here for the Bearcats. Serve over is going to be just in on the end line. And an ace for Taylor Crum will make it 5-1 Bearcats. North Star trying to tie the match here at a set apiece. So the Cardinals won the first 25-20. And a serve over is going to be taken by Hart to Hill. Now left side it's Dinius. She'll get a spike off the block of Quellbank. Goes into the back row. And a standing spike back here for Hushley. Cardinals now. Hill, right side, sets up Cardis, and Cardis with a spike and a kill from the right side. Julia Cardis will make it 5-2. Langdon Munich to within 3, as they will serve now with Cardis. Julia going back to do that. And Cardis with a serve that's taken by Miller. And a spike left side by Quellbank. Blocked! And it's a block by Dinius. Second stuff block of the night for the Cardinals makes it 5-3. And Cardis again to serve. Down to center she goes, and it's an ace. Julia Cardis will make it 5-4 as it was bumped out of bounds. Steph Miller and Taylor Crum both trying for it. It's bumped out. Cardinals back to within 1. And a serve over is going to be taken by Crum too far over the net and pounded back by Worley, but it's long and out of bounds. And that'll be an unforced error against the Cardinals. Bearcats will get a point. They'll lead 6-4. As Kristen Murchie, again the 5'7" senior, comes in to serve for the Bearcats. And a serve handled by Hart to Hill. They're going to set up right side Worley. She got there late, though, but now a net violation is going to be called here, I believe, against the Cardinals. And Jordan Worley called for that, so 7-4. Serve over handled by Ellington. Now Cook is actually going to set up Hill. Can only push it across, and she pushes it out of bounds. Again, the unforced error is mounting for the Cardinals. Bearcats leading by 4. 8-4. And a serve over again by Murchie. Clips the net, gets over, and taken by Hart. To Hill, down to Worley, and Worley will get a spike down for a kill this time. Over the block by Halverson. Block attempt. Cardinals back to within 3. And Worley will go back to serve. Serve across handled by Miller. And out of Quellbank, Macy a running spike, but a great dig by Ellington, but it's going to be bumped out of bounds. So it's going to be a killer for Macy Quellbank, and it's going to be 9-5 Bearcats. And Orstar will go back to serve, and they'll do it with Faith Crum. Crum the serve over, taken by Ellington to Hill, and she will try to get a bump across, and that goes out of bounds. Cardinals need a timeout. They'll get one here. The Cardinals lead the match. 1 set to none, but the Bearcats lead here in set 2, 10-5 in the Osceola Farmers
Building Center. They're your source for Benjamin Moore paints, quality Minn Kota windows, Edco steel siding, Certainty shingles, Aristocrat cabinets, and just about anything else you need to start and finish all your building projects. Call the professionals at the Walhalla Building Center for all your upcoming building and remodeling needs. 549-2320. Good luck to all area teams from your fans at the Walhalla Building Center.
Okay, folks, after the Bearcats missed the serve, another big rally here, and a great dig by first Courtney Cook, then Rachel Hill, then Cook with a spike back. And the Cardinals now 2 straight points since we left you on the timeout. And it's 10-7. Cardinals do it in 3 as they serve a Jocelyn Dinius. And a serve that's going to go, taken by Murchie in the back row, and now just tipping it over. Back over is going to be Quillbank. Cardinals will tip it back across with Hill. That's put too far over the net by the Bearcats. And Hart will get it across, put right back over again by Northstar. Now a spike here by Hart. Great save by Taylor Crum, and pushing it back over again to Quillbank. Langdon Munich now. Set left side is going to come to Cook, who will try and push that down the left side, and it's a kill. And the Cardinals will come to within 2 now at 10-8. They'll continue to serve a Jocelyn Dinius. Again, Bearcats lead 10-8. And a good hard serve this time is almost bumped out of bounds. Saved, though, by Taylor Crum, and a standing spike back by Quillbank. That's saved by Hart to Hill. Left side is Cook, and Cook another spike and a kill. Courtney Cook with a couple of points in a row just herself, and it's 10-9. Cardinals within 1. And another serve here for Jocelyn Dinius as the volleyball gun ended up leaking out into the hallway. So Dinius now has it. She'll try it again. Good hard serve again, taken by Murchie. And a quick set goes to Quillbank, and a push shot to the back row is a good idea because it goes right in on the end line just before it, and Quillbank will get a kill. Bearcats will stop the Cardinals' run at 4, and it'll be 11-9 now. Bearcats leading by 2 as Macy Quillbank back to serve. Quillbank at the serve across. That's taken by Hart to Hill. They set up Hart left side, and Maddie will get a spike and a kill. And that'll make it 11-10. Cardinals do it in 1. Can't say enough about the crowd here tonight, folks. It is wall-to-wall, and lots of Cardinals fans, of course, but lots of Bearcats fans here, too. Ellington to the serve cross. That's taken by Quillbank. A set right side is going to come to Halverson. She'll spike it into the net. It's an unforced error here against North Star that ties it at 11. As Ellington to serve, taken by Murchie. Jumped too far over the net. Hill tips it back. Saved by Halverson. Gabby Miller will get it over in a 3-ball. Good dig by Peyton Halverson. Cardinals now. Quick set goes to Hart. And a spike that's going to be taken by Murchie. And Gabby Miller will get it over in a 3-ball. Good defense again by the Bearcats. Cardinals will try it again. This time they go left side to Cardis. Cardis with a spike. Dug out by Quillbank. And out of Halverson. Her tip shot is partially blocked by Hart. Sets up Hill, who spikes one off the left shoulder of Macy Quillbank for a kill. And it's 12-11 Langdon Munich. So the Cardinals will have their first lead here in set 2, and they lead the match 1-0. Ellington is serve over, and it's going to be bumped into the back row. Murchie saves it. Pushing it back across is going to be Faith Crum. Cardinals now. Quick set, and they go to Hart. She can only tip it over the left hand. That's saved by Murchie. And now a spike right side by Miller. Steph Miller with the spike is blocked by Cardis, but saved nicely by Faith Crum. And put back over by the Bearcats. Cardinals will set up Hart. That's off a block. Great save by Murchie. And is pushed back over again by Faith Crum. Cardinals will try it again as they'll set up left side Cardis, and Cardis with the tip over the block. Tip right back over by Crum. Now Ellington to Hill. Quick set to Hart, and she'll tap it over the block. It's saved by Halverson. And now Gabby Miller with a spike. Great dig by Dinius for the Cardinals. Right side, it's a running spike for Hart. And she just did get it across. Miller with a spike. That's going to be dug out, but now a net violation is going to be called against Cardis. What a huge rally for both teams. Unforced error against the Cardinals. We'll tie it up at 12. What a great rally there by the Cardinals and the Bearcats. Serving now be Peyton Halverson. For North Star. Serve across, taken by Hart. Quick set to Cardis, and Cardis with a spike in for a kill. Nope, they're going to say that Cardis touched the net again. That's her second net violation, and the Bearcats will lead 13-12. Well, the Cardinals thought they got the point there. They actually take out Rachel Hill, but I'm not sure if they realized that was a net violation on Cardis. Well, that's what has happened here. Is Welsh is going to set up, get a set there to Cardis. That's taken by the Bearcats, and they'll spike here with Gabby Miller. And Miller will get a spike and a kill. Yeah, but I thought the Cardinals didn't realize that that was a net violation on Cardis. They brought in Welsh thinking she was going to serve. Now they bring Rachel Hill right back in. But the Bearcats leading 14-12. Cardinals off the serve. They set up Hart, and Hart with a cross-court spike dug out by Hushley. They'll set up Gabby Miller. Her spike blocked to the net by Hart and Cardis. As they'll try, this time Miller trying to tip shot back over, and it's into the net. So the Bearcats lead 14-13, and now Allie Welsh will come in to serve. Cardinals lead the match 1-0. They won the first set 25-20. Girls volleyball tonight here from Langdon. Allie Welsh with the serve, and that's going to be bumped out of bounds. It's an ace. Welsh had 4 service aces against Lakota Edmore back on Thursday. Going to serve again with the score tied at 14. And Welsh with the serve. That's taken by Halverson. As a set comes this time to Gabby, to Hushley, and Kelly with this big spike down the left side. It's going to make it 15-14 Bearcats. Steph Miller the serve now here for North Star. Miller the serve across. That's taken by Ellington. Back set comes right side for the Cardinals. The Hart, and out of here, that big spike and a kill. Yeah, they mentioned her sister Mackenzie Hart is here tonight. It's from UND Volleyball, as well as Mark Pryor, the UND coach, watching tonight. Tied at 15 as Hart now back to serve, and a good serve over is in for an ace. Great sinking action on the serve right across the net. Will make it 16-15 Langdon Munich. And the Cardinals have used one timeout here in the second set. The Bearcats have 2. As Hart with another serve, almost bumped out of bounds, but Quillbank's there to save it. And they bring it back across as the Cardinals now will get a set left side to Worley, and Worley spike blocked out of bounds by Gabby Miller. 17-15 Cardinals. Hart again to serve. Langdon Munich with 6 service aces tonight. And Hart this time of the serve got away from her. Flies out of bounds long. It's going to make it 17-16. Cardinals lead down to 1. Quillbank down to the front row here for North Stars. Taylor Crum in to serve, and she serves this one just over the net, and that's mishandled by the Cardinals. It's an ace for Taylor Crum. That's the 4th ace tonight for the Bearcats. It ties it up at 17. And another serve across taken this time by Hart. He'll set up over right side. Cardis, and that's blocked to the net. A block for Quillbank. A blocks the finesse shot by Julia Cardis. Bearcats lead now 18-17. They've scored 3 in a row. And a serve over, handed by Ellington. Cardinals will set up left side Dinius, and she'll pound on left side, but pounds it wide and out of bounds. Makes it 19-17 Bearcats. Bearcats trying to tie this match at a set apiece. As from the serve across, taken by Ellington. Now to Worley, and they'll set up Dinius, but she can only push it across and then mishandles that. She almost double hit that one. It's 20-17 Bearcats. Cardinals want to tie it out.
This location. You can also check us out at chsmilton.com.
Okay, folks, coming out of a timeout. North Star will serve. They're 5 points away from tying up the match here, leading 20-17. As Taylor Crum's serve across is taken by Hart in the back row. Now to Hill. Back set right side comes to Cardis, and her spike saved nicely by Steph Miller. But they still need it over in 3 as Halverson will do that here for North Star. Cardinals will try it again as Hill sets up left side, and they set up Worley, and her spike's down for a kill. Jordan Worley will make it 20-18. Cardinals within 2 as Cook comes in. Ellington comes out. And the Cardinals will go back to serve here. Julia Cardis. Cardis with a good serve across it. Nicely dug out by Miller. And they'll set up Quilvang and Macy in the spike and a kill. Well, they makes it 21-18. As Murchie will come in to serve now. Here for the Bearcats. Cardis comes out for Langdon Munich. Is back in as Ellington. And Kristen Murchie, serve across down the right side, is taken by Hart to Hill. Back set right side is going to come to Worley, and Worley spike dug out. Bearcats will set up. Quilvang coming back to that spike, blocked to the net by Dinius. Tipping it back across will be Faith Crum. Cardinals now will set up Worley left side, and her spike is down for a kill. And it's 21-19. Cardinals to within 2, and they'll serve now with the sophomore Jordan Worley. And a serve over is good as Miller will get it over as Quilvang will tip it back across. Cardinals now will set up quick left side. Her spike blocks and it's just in. As it's a block from AC Quilvang. Just in on the sideline. Quilvang with the block, and it makes it a 3-point lead here for the Bearcats. Serving now is Crum. Faith Crum with the serve over, taken by Ellington. Now to Worley. They'll set up Hart for a back row spike. That's blocked easily by Quilvang as she gets another stuff block. Up the back row spike when the Bearcats have a 6'5" girl at the front row. As the Bearcats now lead 23-19. And a serve over, I should say, is going to be taken by the Cardinals. And setting up left side is Cook, and her spike is going to be blocked, tipped out of bounds. Courtney Cook makes it 23-20. Cardinals to within 3, and they'll serve now with Jocelyn Dinius. Dinius a serve that's going to be way long and out of bounds. Missed serve of the Cardinals sets up a set point for the Bearcats as Gabby Miller will come in. And Macy Quilvang to serve here for set 2, and a serve across is going to be bumped around. Cardinals going to get over in a 3-ball, and they do with Ellington. And now Miller tips one back across, but I think there's a net violation called on Hart. And that is going to give the Bearcats set number.
The Osnabrück Farmers Co-op Elevator is here to fully serve all your agricultural needs. Visit their website at osnabrückcoop.com for daily quotes and market insights. Contact the agronomy professionals in Osnabrück, Nakoma, and Langdon to plan for your fall fertilizer and seed for next spring. Osnabrück Farmers Co-op Elevator, your genuine cooperative with locations in Nakoma, Osnabrück, and Langdon.
Great movies are on when you have video on demand from United and Turtle Mountain Communications. Some of our movies this month include Insidious, Chapter 2, San Andreas starring The Rock, Tomorrowland featuring George Clooney, Jurassic World, and you won't want to miss Pixels starring Kevin James and Adam Sandler. United and Turtle Mountain Communications. Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
United and Turtle Mountain Communication, keeping you connected.
Okay, move things on to set 3. Gabby Miller just had a spike and a kill. Maddie Hart had an ace earlier for the Cardinals. It's actually tied at 2 here in set 3 between Langdon Munich and North Stars. Hart will get a 3-ball back across here off a serve, and a spike in for Macy Quilvang is going to be in for a kill. So Macy Quilvang with another kill here for North Star. And that's going to make it 3-2 Bearcats. And into serve now be Taylor Crum, a senior here for North Stars. A serve across taken by Ellington. And the Cardinals cannot get anything from there. So that's going to make it 4-2 Bearcats. North Star 1 set 2, 25-20. The Cardinals 1 set 1, 25-20. As the serve over this time is going to be long and out of bounds by Crum. And back to serve now is ready to serve is Jordan Worley here for the Cardinals. And Worley with a good serve down the right side, almost bumped out, but it's saved by Halverson and Quilvang and put over in a 3-ball by Faith Crum. Cardinals now with a spike left side by Clark will tip it over the block of Quilvang in for a kill. Good decision by Courtney Cook, who's had a good evening here for the Cardinals, and we're tied at 4. 6 kills for Courtney Cook. And a serve over now by Worley and a lift. It's an ace. We got too high up on the forearms there of Stephanie Miller, and a lift is called to make it 5-4. Cardinals have the lead back at 1. And a serve left side this time is taken by Taylor Crum in the back row to Faith Crum, and now pushed back across by Quilvang, where it's partially blocked. Great diving dig by Ellingson, and the Cardinals will push it back over with Worley. As Stephanie Miller now trying to set up Quilvang, and her spike is in for a kill. Macy with another spike and kill. It'll tie it at 5 as Kirsten Murchie will check in here for North Star. Of course, North Star, the defending state Class B volleyball champions. Had a great run last year, of course, as the Cardinals now with a spike over left side, and that's Cook with a deep spike, and that's blocked easily by Quilvang. Again, tough to get anything real deep when Macy Quilvang's in the front row. Any deep across the net, that is. And that's 4 stuff blocks for Quilvang so far. Cardinals now trying to set up right side Dinius, and Dinius with the spike off the block of Quilvang. That's saved by Murchie and put back across by Faith Crum. Another chance for the Cardinals. Hill sets up left side, and they set up Cook, and she'll push one into the back row where Murchie's got it. And they set up Halverson, and Payton's got a tip shot in for a kill. Bearcats will lead 7-5 here in set 3, and they'll go back and serve now with Murchie. Murchie is serve over, taken by Ellingson to Hill, and now right side it's Dinius, so the spike off the block of Halverson. And a set is actually going to be a tip shot there by Quilvang. It's blocked by Dinius, but it ends up on the Cardinal side, so Hill will tip it over, and it's in for a kill. Rachel Hill for the kill. And that is going to make it 7-6. Cardinals within 1. Serving to be Dinius. And Jocelyn, the serve across, is going to be taken, and across here by Halverson, where it's partially blocked. Cardinals will get it back with Cook, and her spike way long and out of bounds. I think she was expecting that to be blocked, and the block didn't come, and the spike, I should say, went way long and out. So 8-6 Bearcats. North Star will come in to serve now with Faith Crum, a 5'4" senior. Both these teams are in the Region 4 tournament no matter what happens tonight. That starts next Monday in Devil's Lake. Cardinals now off the serve. They get a spike by Hart, and it's going to be a spike and a kill. Off the block attempt of Steph Miller and Quilvang, and it'll be 8-7. Bearcats lead at 1. Now Ellingson, a finesse serve. It's just saved there by Crum, and now spiked back by Quilvang. 9-7. Bearcats lead us 2 as Macy Quilvang down to the back row. And Macy the serve across down the right side. It's taken by Ellington and pushed back across by Hart. Bearcats now the opportunity to set up Gabby Miller, and her spike is way long and out. They make it 9-8. Allie Welsh will come in to serve here for Langdon Munich. Welsh will come in. It's coming out. It'll be Hill. Allie Welsh, a junior for the Cardinals. And a good serve over. She gets it there to Halverson. Now to Miller, and Gabby Miller, the spike is in for a kill. Gabby from the left side will get it pointed to make it 10-8 Bearcats as well. She'll come out and Hill will come in. It's back to service Halverson here for North Star. And Peyton Halverson, a very short serve, is taken by Hart and punched back across by Hill at the last moment. And now they're going to say a net violation, I believe, called against the Cardinals. That's going to come against Rachel Hill. Whistle there to make it 11-8 Bearcats. Halverson, the serve over. That's going to be taken by Hill, setting up Worley, and Worley at a spike. Oh, what a great dig by Quilvang. Tipping it across is going to be Miller. And Gabby Miller, that is, as the Cardinals set up Hart, and Hart with a spike, and that is in for a kill. Maddie Hart will get one down to make it 11-9. Cardinals within 2. And back to serve is Maddie Hart here for Langdon Munich. Jump serve over, and that is going to go down the left side. Almost punched out, and that's finally put over in a 3-ball here by Faith Crum for the Bearcats. Cardinals now the opportunity. Back set comes to Cardis, right side, and partially blocked to the net. Goes to the back row of the Bearcats. They'll set up Gabby Miller. Her spike is dug out by Hart. And now Hill setting up a running tip shot there for Worley. That's almost put too far over the net. Worley will tap it back. Now Miller will tap it over, and that's saved by Worley. To Hill, and pushed back over by Cardis. It's dug out by Quilvang for the Bearcats. Now Huxley tries the A tip shot of the net, but did not get there in time, and it falls in for a point on the Bearcats side. Point Langdon Munich, and it's 11-10. Cardinals within one as Hart, I should say, serving again, and it's an ace. The lift is called against Halverson. Ties it at 11. Serve again for Maddie Hart. And a short serve this time is taken by Halverson. They'll set up Miller, and Miller with the spike partially blocked, and it's in for a kill. As Didius and Hill could not get to it, that'll bring the Bearcats up to a 12-11 lead. And they'll go back to serve now with Taylor Crum. Or excuse me, Stephanie Crum's just in the match. It's actually Steph Miller back to serve here for North Star. Cardinals will answer that, and they get a spike by Dinius. It's saved by Quilvang. Spike back by Hushley from the left side. That's in for a kill. Kelly Hushley will make it 13-11 Bearcats. Steph Miller again to serve here once again for North Star. And a serve over is handled by Ellington to Hill, setting up Dinius, and Dinius with the spike, dug out by Quilvang. It's too far over the net, though, is getting it back as Worley, and now trying to have to get it over on 4 hits of the Bearcats, and they're unable to do so. That's going to be Jordan Worley with a kill, and it's going to be 13-12. Bearcats lead at 1. Julia Carter's now to serve, and a serve that's just long and out of bounds. And the Cardinals are missing serves, especially when Macy Quilvang in the back row. Coach Olsen's got to be a little not happy with the missing serves when that comes to it. Serve across now by Crum is going to be a spike, and it's going to be long and out of bounds. Spiked by Dinius. The Cardinals thought that was tipped. But they will say no, and it's 15-12 Bearcats. And as the serve is going to go long here from Taylor Crum. Point back for Langdon Munich. Worley now to serve. As a shorter service taken by Steph Miller. They set up Quilvang. Macy with a big spike left side. It's partially blocked and taken by Hart. Hill now sets up left side for the Cardinals. Cook, and that's off over the block again in for the kill. And it makes it 15-14. Cardinals within 1. They'll serve now with Jordan Worley. Worley is serve across, handled by Halverson to the back row. They set up Quilvang, a spike, and it's going to be just wide and out. Not many missed spikes by Macy Quilvang tonight, but that one did go just wide, and it ties set 3 up at 15, and this match is tied at a set apiece. Another good serve here by Worley. Great dig, though, again by Halverson, and now Quilvang has to just bump it over on a 3-ball here, so the Cardinals are going to set up left side Cook again, and the spike is just long and out of bounds. And the Bearcats will get the point at 16-15. Just past 8 o'clock, you're listening to Region 4 Girls Volleyball from Langdon tonight on 95.7 The Rock Farm, KNDK FM Langdon. Jake Cooland with you as Kristen Murchie serving across down for North Star. And let's see here. It's a cross-court spike for Dinius coming back, and wow, what an angle on that. Went right down the net and ended up on the Bearcat side, in for a point for the Cardinals to tie it at 16. And Jocelyn Dinius ready to serve down for the Cardinals. High serve across, taken by Murchie. And it's going to be a standing spike back here now for Quilvang. Cardinals. Hill is going to set up right side Maddie Hart. And Hart with a spike taken by Steph Miller. Too far over the net it goes, but it's Cook trying to spike it back, and she reached way too far over to try to put it back. That'll be an unforced error against the Cardinals. Well, I believe now we're in double digits in unforced errors in all 3 sets tonight, are very close to it. 17-16 Bearcats. They serve now with Faith Crum, and Faith a big serve that's going to be too big. It's long and out of bounds. Point for the Cardinals to tie it at 17. Ellington to serve here for the libero for the Cardinals. And a good serve over, taken by Taylor Crum to Faith Crum, now to Quilvang, and Quilvang a spike and a kill right side. Macy now go back to serve, with the Bearcats leading 18-17. Macy Quilvang, the 6'5" junior. Serving here for North Star. The serve across is going to be taken by Ellington. Now to Hill. A set coming left side for Hart, but she can only push it over, so Quilvang will have it. They'll set up Macy now. She can only push it over from the back, though. Cardinals will try it. Quick set comes to Hart, and a spike off the block is in for a kill. Off the block of Gabby Miller, and it's going to tie it at 18. Allie Welsh in to serve now for Langdon Munich. And Welsh, a good serve over. That's going to be bumped around by Murchie, and they set up Steph Miller, she can only push it across, though. So Welsh now is going to set up Hart, and Maddie with another spike, and that's in, just in the sideline for a kill. 19-18, Langdon Munich. On a pivotal set 3 here in a 1-1 volleyball match. Cardinals lead by 1, and they'll serve again at Allie Welsh. And Welsh a good serve again. That's taken by Halverson to Quilvang. Put over in a 3-ball by Crum. Cardinals the opportunity once again as Welsh is going to set up left side Worley, and Worley a spike and a kill. And the Cardinals lead 20-18. Both teams neither team has used a timeout in set 3. Cardinals lead by 2 and 9 kills here for I believe that was a kill for Worley there as they serve across, taken by the Bearcats. Pushing it across is going to be a Halverson, and nobody's there for the Cardinals. Just an easy finesse shot that falls in front of Hart, and it's a big point for the Bearcats to make it 20-19. And Peyton Halverson now back to serve for North Star. Cardinals still lead by 1. Yeah, the serve across is taken by Ellington to Hill. Quick set to Hart, and Matty with a huge spike and a kill. As that was almost bumped up into the crowd. 21-19, Langdon Munich. Hart now to serve. And a serve into the net as the Cardinals again miss another critical serve. As back to serve now will be Steph Miller here for North Star. 21-20, Langdon Munich leading by 1. Miller, they serve over. That's taken by the Cardinals. Hill, quick set is going to come to Worley, and she will get one into the back row. It's almost in, but saved by Quilvang, and the Bearcats will get it over on a 3-ball. Cardinals now, Hill sets up Dinius, and Dinius to the spike. Nicely dug out by Miller. Gabby Miller back, and that's dug out by the Cardinals with Hart. Cardinals will set up Dinius. Her spike blocked to the net. Pushed back across by Cardis. Bearcats will set up Miller again, and Gabby with a spike is going to be bumped out of bounds. Oh, maybe not. Ellison tries to save it from deep in the back row. Almost a save for the Cardinals. It's going to be a point Bearcats. Great defense both sides, and we're tied at 21. And a serve again for Stephanie Miller. The Bearcats try to take a lead here. Serve across is taken by Dinius. To Hill, left side, Dinius, and Dinius with a spike blocked. Saved by Hill, put over by Worley, and it's in for a kill. Off the block of Gabby Miller, the Cardinals will lead 22-21. And they'll have the serve now with Julia Cardis. Again, neither team has used a timeout here in set 3. And Cardis with the serve. It's just long and out of bounds. Boy, that didn't miss by much, and the Cardinals miss another serve to tie it at 22. Taylor Crum now in here for the Bearcats. Her serve is in, as now it's going to be a serve across that the Cardinals cannot answer. Point Bearcats. And the Cardinals will take a timeout now. Match tied at a set apiece, and the Bearcats answer a timeout. North Star serving. And it's going to be Taylor Crum of the serve across, taken by the Cardinals. Spike left side by Dinius. Partially blocked. Taken by the Bearcats, who will spike it back with Quilvang, but it's blocked by Jocelyn Dinius. And it's going to tie it at 23 here in set 3. As Jordan Worley now to serve for the Cardinals. His serve over is bumped up towards the net. Quilvang trying to set up now Crum, and Crum with a spike. Taken by Worley to Hill, setting up Cook with the left hand. A tip shot over, saved by the Bearcats. He'll get it now with Quilvang. That's going to be bumped up by Worley to Cook, and Cook with a spike, and it's in for a kill. Courtney Cook with another big kill for Langdon Munich, and it's set point Cardinals. And to serve for it is Jordan Worley. Again, you got to win by 2, folks. Worley a good serve over. And Miller, they get it to Quilvang. They see a spike, and it's dug out by Ellington. Cardinals will tip it over with Hill, and that's blocked at the net by Quilvang. Again, finesse shots. Just Macy Quilvang eating those right up tonight for the Bearcats. We're tied at 24. Again, you got to win by 2, so we play extra points here in set 3. And it's going to be Murchie, the serve across. That's taken by Ellington, and now nobody can get it across to the Cardinals in 3, and it's going to be set point Bearcats. As the Bearcats will serve for the match, the Cardinals will take a timeout, but we'll keep it right here. So Murchie to serve, the senior here for the Bearcats. And a serve across is going to be taken by Hart to Hill. Right side, Dinius. Dinius with a spike. It's in for a kill off the blocker, Quilvang. And the Cardinals will save one set point. Here we're tied at 25. Again, you got to win by 2. Dinius to serve, and a good one. It's taken by Mercy. It's put too far over the net, and Hartwell spikes back for a kill. And now it's set point Cardinals with Langdon Munich leading 26-25. Set point for the Cardinals as Dinius will serve for the third set. For set, and a serve almost goes in. Quillbang with a spike back. Taken by the Cardinals. Hill now gets it through cross and a spike and a kill. And the Cardinals will win set 3. A hard-fought set 3.
Season. Good luck to all area teams from everyone at Forest Wine Service. For all of your aerial application, ground application, and chemical needs, see Forest Wine Service with their location at the Langdon Airport. Get in touch with Forest Wine Service by calling Kevin, Dave, Kenny, or Chad at 256-5108. That's 256-5108. They thank you for your great business this past year, and they look forward to serving you again next spraying season. For crop care by air at its best, it's Forest Wine Service saying go Cardinals in tonight's game.
Shop and save this week at Lever's Foods in Langdon. Get connected by going to leversfoods.com to find over $100 in coupon savings plus hearty meal recipes. Better budgets begin with our family brand. They offer grocery savings for the whole family. Look for them on Facebook. Great food, great savings can be found at Lever's Foods in Langdon. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 256-2600.
Lever's Foods.
Okay, folks, as we come back, the Bearcats have a 2-0 lead over Langdon Munich here in this fourth set. As the Cardinals are going to set up a big spike over Matty Hart to get their first point of the night. Gabby Miller had a kill for North Star. Start the match at an unforced error on the Cardinals, and it's now 2-1. Can the Cardinals lead the match now 2-1. And back to serve here is going to be Matty Hart. And Hart into the net. I believe Matty's missed her last 3 serves. It's almost like she's kind of mistiming her jumps there. So it's 3-1 Bearcats. And now serving is going to be Taylor Crum in to serve for North Star. Cardinals now, they set left side, and it comes to Dinius, and Jocelyn to serve. Nicely saved by Taylor Crum, but nobody's going to get it from there. There's a lot of heat on that one put on by Dinius, and it's going to make it 3-2. Cardinals do it in 1. And back to serve will be Julia Cardis here for Langdon Munich. Cardis to the serve deep into the back row as the Cardinals now set up Quillvang and a spike. Nicely handled. Great dig by Cardis. Now put back by Dinius. That's dug out by Steph Miller. And they'll set up Quillvang again, and this time her spike down for a kill. Around the block there of Dinius. 4-2 Bearcats. In the first set tonight in this Region 4 volleyball match won by Langdon Munich 24-20. Bearcats won the second 25-20. Langdon Munich won a wild set 3 27-25. Mr. Murchie now into serve here for North Stars. The Cardinals will get a tip shot over the net. Actually, it's going to be pushed in the back row by Worley. That's going to be a kill for Jordan Worley. As it was tipped into the net, I don't think anybody expected that would get over, but it just did get over the top of the net. Worley to kill, and now she'll serve. The Cardinals trailing 4-3. Bearcats with a spike left side by Halverson. That's blocked by Dinius and Hill, but put over in a 3-ball nicely by Murchie for North Star. Langdon Munich now, the spike left side, and that's going to come from Cook. That's dug out in the back row and pushed back across by Halverson. Langdon Munich will set up Cook again, and this time a cross-court spike saved by Murchie. To Crum, they'll set up Quillvang. Her spike partially blocked to the net, put back across by Dinius. Quillvang will try it again. That's put back across by Ellington, and a third time is the charm for Macy Quillvang with a spike and a kill down the right, just in the right sideline. Point Bearcats the lead here, 5-3 in set 4. And ready to serve is going to be Faith Crum. Faith of the serve, handled by Ellington. Now the Cardinals need to get over in 3, and getting her over in a 3-ball is Dinius. Nope, it's going to be wide as it goes over the net. And out of bounds. 6-3 Bearcats. Unforced error in Langdon Munich. And a serve back across is going to be taken by Worley. It's punched into the net. That's probably going to be an ace. I would think here it will be for Faith Crum, the 5'4 senior. The Bearcats out to a 7-3 lead. Cardinals want a TO. As Langdon Munich leads his leads in set 4. They lead the match.
Good luck to the teams and coaches in today's game from your fans at Northland Insurance of Munich. Northland Insurance is a provider of multi-peril and crop hail insurance. You can count on them for quality, affordable coverage and fast, fair claim service. As you prepare for the upcoming season, let the staff of Northland Insurance help you with all your multi-peril and crop hail insurance. Call 682-5326, 682-5326 for the Munich office. Northland Insurance is a proud supporter of area athletics.
Folks, Jocelyn Dinius, a kill, and now a service ace coming out of the Langdon Munich timeout. The Cardinals right back to within 2 as Dinius again the serve. And that's going to be bumped towards the net. Back set, right side comes to Quilvang. That's tipped up by Ellington to Dinius, and now a standing spike for Cook, blocked to the net. Again, another deep spike attempt. And an easy block and kill for Macy Quilvang. Makes it 8-5. Macy down to the back row. With the Bearcats leading by 3 at 8-5, and a serve across is going to be dug out, bumped up by Worley. Now to Hill, back set right side to Cook, and Cook with a spike that is just in on the sideline. There again, Courtney Cook having one of her biggest nights of her career here with kills on senior night here in Langdon. As that is going to make it 8-6. 10 kills for Courtney Cook tonight. As Ellington to serve across now for Langdon Munich. They trail by 2 as the Bearcats will set up Gabby Miller. Left side, her spike blocked at the net, and it runs out of bounds. It'll be a block for Rachel Hill. And it's 8-7. Bearcats lead down to 1. And they led by 4 at 7-3 here moments ago. Cardinals on a 4-1 run. Ellington to serve. And a serve down the left side is going to be out. And that's going to be another missed serve to give a point to the Bearcats. Well, Rich Olson's throughout his coaching career, folks, has preached aggressive serving indeed. And that has paid dividends for the Cardinals, obviously, many times. But some missed serves here tonight. As Langdon Munich now as a serve, and that's going to be a spike for Hart, left side. That's a spike, block, and a kill. And the Cardinals do expect some missed serves now and then for sure. But we'll have to total up exactly how many tonight so far. 9-8 Bearcats. Cardinals to lead the match 2-1. Bearcats leader in set 4. Allie Welsh comes in to serve. Serves across as the Bearcats will get a back set here to Miller. It's partially blocked by Worley, and saving it as well is pushing it back across as Cardis for the Cardinals. Faith Crum now will set up, and it's a tip shot for Miller, and it's in for a kill. Gabby Miller, the junior, with a kill to make it 10-8. As Hill comes in, as Welsh now will come out. As Steph Miller to serve across, and it's almost a, great diving dig, though, by Ellington to save it. Almost was an ace. Tipped over, though, by Gabby Miller, so it ended up on the Bearcat side. And now a jump ball at the net. Miller will tip it in again, and it's going to be the Cardinals trying to save it. No, it's going to be out of bounds. Point to North Star. They'll lead 11-8. As Stephanie Miller to serve here for the Bearcats. And he served right side. Great diving dig by Dinius. Now it's Worley setting up Cardis, and Cardis with a spike and a kill just inside the end line. So it's 11-9. Cardinals do it in 2. Let's see. Maddie Hart will go back to serve here for Langdon Munich. And Hart a good serve across. That's taken by Miller. Stephanie to Gabby Miller. And now bumping it back over and bumping it out, though, is going to be Hushley. Unforced error on North Star to make it 11-10. Another serve by Hart down the left side this time as Steph Miller will get it to Crum. They will set up Quilvang. She can only push it back over, though. So now Hill, a nice set here for Dinius. Her spike, though, dug out nicely by Steph Miller. Gabby Miller, a spike back. Oh, big spike for Gabby is in for a kill. And it's a point for the Bearcats, and they'll lead here 12-10, and they'll come in to serve now with Taylor Crum. And a serve goes into the net. Haven't been a lot of missed serves from the Bearcats tonight, but there is one, and that's going to give a point to the Cardinals to make it 12-11. Missed serve on North Star. And Cardis a serve now here for Langdon Munich. Serve deep into the back row. Miller tries to save it, and now Quilvang will pop it over on a 3-ball. So a chance for the Cardinals. Set right side goes to Cook, and Cook with a spike. Great dig, though, by Taylor Crum, and pushing it back over for a point is Quilvang. Good defense again, buys the Bearcats a point. They'll lead 13-11. Here in set 4, Cardinals lead the match 2-1. Another serve across here, Kristen Murchie, the senior, coming in. And a serve over, taken by Hart to Hill. Back set right side goes to Worley, and Worley in a spike and a kill. And the Cardinals back to within 1 at 13-12. And Jordan Worley to serve again, the sophomore. And a serve over is almost bumped out of bounds, but saved here. Now Quillvang with a spike partially blocked by Dinius. And the Cardinals will set up left side Cook, and Cook with a finish shot is in for another kill, her 11th of the night. Courtney Cook with the kill, and that will tie it at 13. And a serve over again by Worley. Now Crum gets it to Quillvang. Quillvang a spike and a kill. There's number 19. 19 kills for Macy Quillvang tonight. The Bearcats go back up by 1 at 14-13. And a serve over is going to be taken by Worley. Cardinals will set up Cook for a deep spike. This time she gets it over the block of Quillvang. But it's saved by Crum in the back row. Now spiked by Quillvang, blocked by Dinius. Cardinals will set up Cook once again, and she'll try a tip shot that's going to be saved by Halverson. They'll set up Quillvang again. Her spike blocked by Dinius. And that time, Macy might have mistimed her jump a little bit. Allowed Dinius to climb the ladder for the block to tie it at 14. And Dinius ready to serve. Dinius to the serve across, and a back set will come to Quillvang. Macy with a spike and a kill. That's number 20. 20 kills for Macy Quillvang tonight. She also has 5 stuff blocks as the 6'5 junior. 15-14 Bearcats. Quillvang down to serve. And Quillvang to serve across. That's going to be bumped up by Worley for the Cardinals. They set up Hart left side, and the spike is partially blocked. Great dig in the back row by Murchie. They get it across in 3 to the Bearcats. Cardinals now will set up Cook, and her spike left side. That's blocked out of bounds. There's 12 kills for Courtney Cook. Again, as we said, if that's not a career high, it's got to be close for Courtney, the senior, tonight. As Ellingson back to serve now with the score tied at 15. And Sydney Ellingson a short serve. Quillvang there to get it, though. Now a spike by Miller. She mistimed her jump, and that spike into the net to make it 16-15. Cardinals lead now by 1. And another good serve by Ellingson. Halverson will dig that out, and nobody can get it from there as it goes into the net. 17-15 Cardinals, and a timeout Bearcats. Again, Langdon Munich leading the match 2-7. Lady North Star again, 20 kills now for Macy Quillvang. Courtney Cook and Maddie Hart each have 12 kills to lead the Cardinals. Ellington the serve across now. As they get it left side to Miller. Gabby Miller, the spike nicely dug out by Dinius. Tipped back over by Hart. Now tipping it back is going to be Stephanie Miller for North Star. Cardinals get a back set coming for Hart, and the tip shot is in for a kill. And the Cardinals will lead by 3 at 18-15. Sydney Ellington serving a nice run here, the libero for the Cardinals. And a serve down the left side, bumped up here by the Bearcats, and a spike by Steph Miller, saved in the back row by Dinius. Now Hill sets up Cardis left side, her spike blocked to the net, still tipped back across. Well, a couple of times, it ends up with the Langdon Munich side of the net. Hart with a standing spike, and that's going to end up in for a kill. Maddie Hart, 19-15, Hart with the kill. And it's a 4-point lead for Langdon Munich. Ellington to serve once again. And a high serve across is taken by Halverson. Left side, it's Miller. And Gabby Miller, the spike blocked out of bounds. Well, is it going to be blocked off the net or blocked off of Hill? They're going to say a point Bearcats. Gabby Miller, the big point that time for North Star. Now Halverson will serve. Peyton, the junior, with Bearcats trailing 19-16. Bearcats have to have this set 4 to push it to a decisive set 5. Cardinals now set up left side, Hart, and Maddie Hart with a spike. Dug out nicely by Halverson from the back row. Quillvang will spike it back over. Ellington will take that. Cardinals quick set comes to Hart, and it's in for a kill. 20-16, Langdon Munich is Allie Welsh to serve now for the Cardinals. As Welsh, a serve into the net. Another missed critical serve here for Langdon Munich tonight. And that's going to be a point for the Bearcats. They'll come to within 3. Steph Miller now to serve. And a serve across is going to be taken up by the Cardinals. And they'll push just getting it back over is going to be Hart. Now the Bearcats, Miller with a spike and a kill inside the sideline. 20-18, Bearcats within 2. And a serve by Steph Miller is going to be taken by the Cardinals as Carter sets up Hart, and Hart with a spike. Dug out by Miller. Now to Crum. They set up Gabby Miller. The spike that's blocked, and it's in for a kill. Julia Cardis with a block for Langdon Munich. 21-18 Cardinals as Maddie Hart now back to serve. Cardinals are 4 points away from winning the match, which would be the first Bearcats loss here of the season. And a serve by Hart is almost bumped out of bounds. Gabby Miller saves it, and Steph Miller gets it back across. Cardinals now. Hill sets up Dinius, and she'll hammer one that's saved by Steph Miller. And Huxley trying to push it back over, but it's wide and out of bounds. Great defense by the Bearcats, but the last point does end up wide, and it's a 4-point lead for the Cardinals, 22-18. And Hart with a serve again. It's a good one across. Crum back set right side of Gabby Miller. The spike partially blocked, taken by Hart. They set up Dinius. Dinius for the spike, and it's a kill. And it's 23-18. And the Bearcats need a quick timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Again, it is a lead for the 12th seed in the upcoming tournament, the play-in rounds. Cardinals out of the timeout. Here's Hart the serve. And a serve great dig again by Steph Miller. Gabby Miller the spike. Back, and that's going to be mishandled by Hart, but they get it back to her, and she'll try a back row spike. That's in for, across the net, I should say. Miller tries a finesse shot. That's in for a kill. Big point there for North Star because the pulls them in forward. It also gets Macy Quilvang back to the front row for the Bearcats. And the serve is Taylor Crum, and a serve is going to be long and out. And that is going to set up match point for the Cardinals here in the Langdon High School gym. 24-19. Serving for the match is Cardis. And Cardis the server cross taken again by Steph Miller. They set up Quilvang. Macy a spike. It's in for a kill. There's one match point saved. And it'll make it... it says 24-20 in the scoreboard. I guess I thought it was 24-21, but we'll see here. Murchie now the server cross. That's taken by Ellington. To Hill. Back set comes to Worley, and the spike is going to be bumped out of bounds, and that is it right there. The